Hello again, everybody. I'm Kevin Christopher, and welcome to another LEX 18 Digital Conversation. Our guest today is KU spokesperson Daniel Lowry, and we are talking about a massive undertaking for the utility downtown. It's the Lexington Underground Transmission Project. So, Daniel, if you can, give us a quick 411 on how significant an undertaking this is.
It's a crucial project, Kevin, and thank you for having me on and to talk about it. This is something that we have to do as a company because this is a transmission line that serves thousands of people in Lexington. And these lines, it's 2 miles of lines, basically along High Street. And these lines have been in place since the 70s.
So they're almost 50 years old.
They're getting up there.
Yeah.
So I was born in '76, so yeah, older than me. This, in the early 70s, they were put in place. And so they're really at the end of their useful life. And we've got to replace them.
All right. Well, how big a job is this, and is KU making this investment simply because they are, as you say, at the end of the line? They want to head this off at the pass before things go south in those lines?
That's right. They're still safe now, but if we wait much longer, we would experience problems. And we want to minimize the potential for any outages, especially with transmission lines, which are sort of like the superhighways for energy.
Sure.
Because these are the lines that carry a lot of power in a sense, and then you have the distribution lines which go to the neighborhoods. But
so you're talking underground as well as above ground.
Above ground and underground. Yeah. And these lines represent about 2 miles of underground line for us, which our entire underground network is only 11 miles. Most of our stuff is above ground.
Sure.
Which is much easier to fix, much easier to replace and take care of. But a lot of people like underground because you don't see it.
What streets is this going to affect? This is always a big question whenever any kind of construction project starts downtown. How many streets, how many miles of streets?
Well, it's 2 miles.
You're going to have to dig up some things.
Right, we are going to have to, but it's basically we're talking about High Street down to Rose Street, then Short Street over to Eastern Avenue. We have some portions on Vine Street and Race Street too. But the good thing about this project is we're talking about one lane closed, not both lanes, so we're not going to have the entire High Street blocked off. So we should have traffic to be able to flow, and that'll make it a lot easier for folks who work there and live around.
Yeah, I was just going to say, how is it going to affect the businesses and any residential areas that this project might affect?
You know, we looked at the designs for this back early last year, and the folks said, what can we do to make this as easy on everybody as possible? And that was a real goal for us. And so we wanted to make sure that we mitigated the impact of traffic, and so all of the construction, or at least most of it, will be at night. The bulk of the construction will be from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. at night, so that'll help a lot. And then we've worked closely with the city officials as well as the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet to make sure that we're able to get their help to make this as least impactful as possible.
There was a ton of planning that went into this, of course. Overall, how long is the project going to take from start to finish?
Right. We started in April of last year, and we expect to be completed with construction at the end of next year.
And we should point out that it's underway. It just started.
It has just started. That's right. It started in May. So hopefully we'll be completed with construction. And you've got to realize, too, that during this process, we don't anticipate any outages in that area. So we'll keep the lights on while we're doing the work, which that's good for the customers.
Very important.
Right.
Well, how's the upgrade eventually going to affect KU customers? What are the benefits, Daniel, for both businesses and the residential customers, aside from just everything's going to be new?
It'll be new, but the important thing is it's more reliable. And without this type of change, then we would face a potential for a large-scale outage. And we want to head that off at the pass right now. We can't really wait any longer. Last year, we got approval from the Kentucky Public Service Commission to go ahead and do this now so that we don't have any problems. And the quicker, the better. And this will strengthen our entire system. for all of Lexington. The grid is so connected, and so when you have an outage in one area that affects thousands of people, that can create problems around the area.
Explain some of the communication efforts. I know that the company has undertaken a very efficient way to ensure that customers are informed of every step of the project and the impact that it can have on their daily lives. Can you break that down for us?
Right. Well, like I said, we wanted to make this as easy on people as we could. One of the biggest things we've done is connected with all of the homeowners and the business owners. We've given them a phone number, a dedicated line they can call. So if they have problems, they can call us. We've set up a website so that they can have all the information, the timeline, the map, and we'll try to keep them apprised of all the details so that they're at least aware and they have a line of communication to us. And so if there is a problem, we want to make sure we know about it and that they are free to call us up and talk to us so we can get on it and fix it.
Sounds good. We hope the weather cooperates
Let's
with the underground project and it has the desired effect. Daniel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Kevin.
Daniel Lowry from KU, and thank you for joining us on another LEX 18 Digital Conversation. We'll see you next time.